Mary, take 7.
You come in different shades, one darker than the next. You want me to love you, but I just can't. At first I didn't see it. You painted upside down. Was nothing I could do, darling. I couldn't stick around. And when we met, I just can't tell what color I'm in. A sugar-coated cage still looks the same. You know my tongue is bleeding, honey, but I gotta wait. And when we melt, I just can't tell what color I'm in. Lavender and gold burning pink into ash. But you won't see nothing if your heart's turning black. And when we melt, I just can't tell what color.
Cool. How do you feel about that?
Pretty good. I mean, I think I bash too hard sometimes, and I also think I muted my strings a little bit.
Okay. Which chord do you feel like you were the least happy with? The G7?
Yes, because I switched from the D minor,
Mm-hmm.
and then the pad of my hand gets in the way.
Cool. So let's do a little exercise on that really quick.
And then there were times where I just started too hard.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Let's focus on the left hand first. And then we're going to go through that G7 one finger at a time. All right. So I'm going to get a close shot of your hand.
Of the G7.
The G7. Actually, I'm going to slate this really quick. Ready? Mid-slate. I'm going to cut that out. Wait a second, I did it wrong. Mid-slate. So on your G7, rather than trying to get all 3 fingers perfect right away, let's start with one finger. What do you think is the trickiest finger of the bunch? Maybe the middle finger accidentally hangs down and gets in the way of the E string?
And the ring finger.
The ring finger is the trickiest.
For me.
Okay, so let go with everything except for your ring finger. We're going to focus on just that for a moment. And then I'm going to ask you to strum all 4 strings. Bing, 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 bing. Kind of like that. We're going to go through that slowly. I want you to take your left ring finger off the string so it's just barely airborne. We're going to put it right back where it came from, and we're going to make sure all 4 notes sound nice and clear like that. Excellent. One more time, left finger off, left finger right back on. And then I want you to try that a handful of times every day and just get really, really comfortable getting exactly that ring finger exactly where you want it. All right, let's try the same thing with your index finger. Yep. Perfect. Left hand off the instrument, left hand right back where it came from. I'm going to make a little exercise out of each of those fingers separately. Right. And I think that is going to help that landing consistency. And then of course later you do your middle finger. And then once you're comfortable with all three fingers separately, then I would try them in pairs. Can you try just your ring finger and your index finger? Yep. And it's going to sound a little bit funny. Yep. Can you do that a little bit more slowly just to make sure all four of the strings sounds good? Excellent. Left hand off, left hand back on. Is it comfortable and possible for you to get that left index finger just a little closer to the fret and your ring finger just a tiny bit further back? I think if
that's what I was doing.
You know,
I was hitting the fret.
Yeah, your finger was sneaking onto the fret, and that fret was getting some of that resonance was being absorbed, and it just wasn't very clear sounding once in a while. Yep. And I think that was what was happening, is when you were using those two fingers at the same time, you just had a funny little habit of not being in the best possible left-hand position for that, and it was just sounding a little unclear. But I think that would be a good little micro exercise to focus on super short, repetitive. Does that kind of make sense,
Yeah,
left-hand wise?
It does.
Cool. And then you said sometimes your right-hand volume felt a little bit inconsistent.
Right.
Right. So
It's
can you show
usually
me?
at the beginning of a line, as I'm singing, I'm thinking of too many things, and I take a breath. And when I take a breath,
You kind of lay into
too
the
hard.
instrument, yep, because
Yeah.
it's part of the singing. Cool. So what I want to do is I want to let you sing the way that you want to sing, because that's your voice, and I want to make the right hand strumming a little bit more like machine-like, if that makes any sense, just a little bit more. So can you show me that strumming pattern very, very slowly with just your right hand only, please?
Oh, just the.
Yep. And I like to think of this one as down, rest, down, up, rest, up, down, rest, down, up, rest, up, down, rest, down, up, rest, up, down, rest, down, up. Right? So that's about the speed of the song. What I want you to do is I want you to practice that same strumming pattern until it's about twice as fast as you need it to be. That way when you slow it back down, it's going to feel a little bit easier to kind of like put on a mental back burner in your brain. So can we start that pattern really slow, make sure it's very consistent. So I'm going to start like about this speed where I'm going to go down, rest, down. I would go even slower than that, like down, rest, down, up, rest, up, down, rest, down, up, rest, up, down, rest, down, up. And then we're going to gradually speed that up. Cool. Can we start from the top? I'll give you 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, rest, down, up, rest, up, 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 down, down. So I just start that really slow, really, really like crazy slow, what my teacher liked to call therapy tempo, right? Make sure you got all of the motions exactly how you like them, and then speed them up until they're way faster than they need to be, and then slow them back down to where you want them, and then hopefully it'll be easier to keep that habit kind of rolling along during the song. Any questions about any of that?
No.
Excellent.
Makes sense.
Cool. Do you mind if I ask about how long have you been playing ukulele for?
I played many years ago, but then I stopped, so maybe 3 months.
3 months? Feeling pretty good for
Yeah,
having
'cause
dusted
I'm a
off
good
3 months
teacher.
in? Aw. Thanks, Mary.
I do. It's given me the spark, the interest back again.
Aw, I appreciate
feel
that.
like I know what's the content of what I'm doing better. I'm not just doing it like a machine. I'm thinking about what I'm doing as I'm doing it, and what the notes are composed of, and where my fingers should be, and
Yeah. Well, thank you. Anything else you want to add to the video? I think that was probably a good stopping point.
Just when a person sings, how do they do a long one without anybody hearing your voice? You're breathing in to catch your breath.
People, most of the time, people hear people breathe and don't think anything of it.
Oh, okay.
That's one of those like normal things, like the birds that are tweeting behind you right now. Like you're not like really actively paying attention to it. It's just like a normal.
You just
thing.
hear it yourself. Okay.
Yeah, most of the time, most people don't notice somebody breathing unless you're like choking or like there's some sort of sign something's wrong, or like maybe you're gasping. But sometimes that can musically be a part of it, you know. But no, most people just breathe normally when they're singing.
Okay.
There are some people that will like purposefully kind of like ghost it, and they'll go like, and they'll purposely do like these, you know, really really big open mouth movements to make less sound, but I think sometimes that just looks more awkward than it's worth.
Yeah.
Generally, I wouldn't worry too much. If anything, you want to breathe in because it feels like it's a cue that somebody's about to start singing, and I think that can be a good, good way to attract attention to the fact that you're about to start singing, which I think is a good performance cue.
I guess the only other thing is that I don't only want to do the strumming. I would like to, in an instrumental, to be able to do something at some point that wasn't just the common strum. But that
And
takes
some
some time.
arpeggios.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll do that for the next video.
Sounds good.
Lovely. I'm going to stop this.